Now that New York Islanders camp is concluded and Aatu Räty is back in Finland, I caught up with the Islanders prospect to ask him about camp, his season, and military service. So Aatu, thank you for taking the time to speak with me today now that you're back in Finland. How was camp? Every picture I've seen from you at Islanders camp, you had a big smile on your face. Was it honestly that much fun?
Yeah, I mean the practices were pretty hard, but other than that, I had so much fun. I know obviously the practice too, but yeah, had a good time.
It's just a while. Like you see camp, like people are usually like, okay, here we go. You're just smiling. You're loving every second of it. It was honestly very refreshing to see.
Yeah, I mean we had a fun camp. We had had some nice guys that I got to know a little better than I knew before, and made some new friends.
So on that, actually, that was my next question. So it's a perfect segue. Who did you spend the most time with at camp? I saw pictures of you golfing with Robin Salo, I believe Aatu Koivula. And anyway, like just you and the Finns hanging out. Kiefer Bellows as well, obviously not a Finn, but anyone else kind of mesh in your group there?
I mean, yeah, I spent the most time with the Finns, and I mean, I guess yeah, Kiefer and then Sebastian Aho, who actually know another Sebastian Aho a little better than him, but yeah, him too. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with the Finns. We went golfing a bunch of times.
So did you have spend any time with Leo Komarov at all? Also another Finn.
I mean, other than at the rink, no. But I mean, yeah, I spoke to him at the rink a couple of times. Yeah.
Right on. Anyone like give you any piece of advice, any veteran when you got there, like this is what you should do, or just like anyone say to you that or say something to you that just kind of stuck?
No, not really anything like that. No.
Right on. What were Barry and Lou like? So when you first met, I assume this is the first time you meet face to face with either
Yeah.
Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello. What were they like in individually? Just all business, or just kind of like did they kind of surprise you with how they interacted with you?
I mean, yeah, kinda. They were both super nice to me. I really liked them both. But yeah, it was. I thought it was gonna be all business, but they were not taking it that seriously. I mean, yeah, they were super nice to me, and yeah, I had a couple of meetings with them both. So yeah, they went well.
Right on. What is one of the things that they may have told you in one of those meetings? Obviously, maybe not giving away any secrets, perhaps, but what did they tell you in those meetings?
I mean, they just wanted to know if everyone was treating me well, and then if I needed anything.
That's amazing. That's exactly what you want to hear from those two guys in charge.
Yeah.
Everyone treating you all right. Do you need anything? And my God, those two guys, absolutely legends. What was maybe the most important lesson you got at camp? Either with someone telling you something or you learning something like Zdeno Chara putting on you on your back end. Is that kind of like an eye opener or and anything like that happen at camp?
Uh, no, nothing big. But I mean, I guess something I've learned or just got more clear that no matter how good the best players they are still the hardest workers and do just every little detail well. So I mean, I knew that, but it was fun to see that on person.
What was it like being next to Chara? Like you hear how big he is, but like seeing him, I have friends who are 6'4", and I still can't believe they're that tall. So I can only imagine someone who's 5 inches taller than that.
Yeah, he was huge. I mean, he's the nicest guy though. Like he's really nice. But he gave me a hard tackle on the practice. I did well. I did feel that.
It must be absolutely like you see the show Game of Thrones and you hear the mountain, right? And you think,
Yeah.
right, like that is very much a mountain on skates. I'm sure once you hit him as much as strong as you can be, like he's just so much stronger. It's got to be
Yeah.
eye opening. Um, Now that you're in Finland, what's the focus for you this season? I know you have a skating coach. Is that kind of the focus for you to work on that, or is it maybe like speaking with Mikko Koivu on the national side to just kind of like learn how to be a better center type thing?
I mean, yeah, both. I do have a skating coach, and I think the skating is definitely the biggest part that I need to work on my game. But yeah, well, too in the national team, yeah, I really want to do well, and I think it's a big help. They actually have another ex-NHL player as a coach there, Antti Miettinen. He's
Right.
where he's a really good player too. But yeah, from I mean, everyone on the coaching staff, I really wanted to learn a lot. But yeah, Mikko has some good tips too.
Yeah, I know when I was speaking to Antti, he was telling me when Mikko was coming on, he was so happy to bring Mikko on and then to have him impart that wisdom to you and like all the other centers on the team. I just can't imagine how invaluable of a teacher that has to be.
Yeah.
So I've heard that military service is necessary in Finland. Is that something you have to factor in this year, or is that something you've already done, or what's the deal with that exactly?
No, I think you can postpone it until you're 28. I think that's the max. And I mean, if you, I mean, I'm don't quote me on that one,
Okay.
but I mean, if you, I think, I think the 28 is right. 28 is right. But I think if if you just want to leave aboard, you don't have to do the military service, but then you can't come back to Finland. So that's not the greatest. I mean, there's an option to do like, I might not know the words in English, but you kind of just have to do some type of service work, like
Okay.
whatever, help with the elderly or something. But it's the same, like I think 6 to 12 months.
Okay, so community service work type of thing. That
Yeah.
sounds about right. That's cool. Okay, so then last thing, a little bit more of a fun side of things. We're hearing about some of the nicknames for prospects within the Islanders system, and I see you smirking already. And there's the one funny story that I keep hearing, or not hearing, but like that I've heard over the years about nicknames, and it comes back to Matthew Barzal. And they're saying like we used to call each other Gary, he and Jordan Eberle, just because Andrew Ladd used to be called Gary. That's not even his name, has nothing to do with his name. Do you have any nicknames like that, or is it just Aatu, or is it, what do guys yell at you when you're on the ice?
Oh yeah, I think it's usually, it was the same thing for my older brother when he was in Arizona. They just call us rats. Like yeah, but it's cool. It's I mean, I don't like it. I don't hate it. It's like neutral to me.
It
But
is
I
what
mean,
it is.
if it's for them to, if it's easy to say to them, it's cool.
It's cool. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I guess I get that all the time. Everyone calls me Mitch, but there's no T in my name, so it just is what it is, I suppose. Beauty, thank you very much, Aatu, for taking the time to speak to me. Hopefully everything goes well the rest of the season, and we'll see you in North America as soon as possible.
Yeah, I hope that too.
Right on, man. Thank you again for taking the time.
Thank you.